We're the Oceans of Love team. I'm Lindy.
I'm Pip.
And I'm Bernie.
This little adventure started over a dinner a couple of months ago. We're all 1960s babies, and being the year of COVID 2020, we all individually had thought of various things to do for our 60th year, some of which couldn't come about due to COVID and lack of travel and so on. And Bernie and myself and our husbands were having dinner one night, and I was speaking about my love of oceans and swimming in the tidal pools, and how unique, coming from South Africa, seeing these pristine tidal pools was something that was hugely impactful when I first moved here 15 years ago. And Bernie and I had the idea of possibly swimming in 60 pools, if there were 60 pools in Sydney, New South Wales. The next thing, Bernie had a dinner with Pip and discussed this, and an idea, a couple of conversations, and before we knew it, Oceans of Love was birthed. Through our conversations, we started thinking, well, let's not keep this just to ourselves. Let's make it inclusive and far bigger than us. Let's make our 60th year something that will be impactful way beyond the three of us. Fortunately, Pip had a natural go-to, being the author of The School of Restoration, and all of us having a connection with Alice in Uganda and what she's doing. And so layer upon layer, things have been added to this little seed, and Pip will explain further.
Yeah, so it's really amazing to think as we swim that we're actually doing something really positive for young girl mothers in Uganda. And it's particularly delightful for me to be able to do this after working on the book with Alice, and also knowing and visiting many times and understanding what the challenges are there, particularly for women and girls having babies. Often they would have the babies in the village with just a local birth assistant, but when there's a complication, there's just nowhere to go. And so 3 years ago we set up a maternal health clinic in Padere, northern Uganda, and it's been an amazing journey, and we've discovered that there are women coming in from 20 kilometres away for antenatal visits, and we're just seeing, we saw 600 births in the clinic last year, and just the mortality rate is coming down in that area. So we are just delighted to be able to support Te-Kworo Foundation in the work that they're doing on the ground there as we swim and have fun while we're doing it.
Beautiful, so beautiful. We're just so loving this, and I think I might just say that many years ago our friend Chris Pringle actually was the first to make the introduction to Alice,
yes,
and took us into this space and this journey. And so for myself, I've been a part of this story for many years, and it's just incredible to be still on that journey together in our connection and our relationship with Alice and Pip's incredible writing skills. But it takes us to a place where obviously identifying the problem, which is that these precious, beautiful young women in northern Uganda do not have access to safe births. And so the joy of it for us is that we can continue to make a difference. We can actually change that. And as this whole adventure has unfolded and we've made it more about others than ourselves, whilst we're still committed to having lots of fun along the way, we decided that if we could open this up to people to give. Many of you have already given, and we are so thankful for your generosity. But we know that there's tons more out there that are saying, how can we be a part of this? And on this International Women's Day, we are just beyond grateful to see the power of women and what women can accomplish together when they focus and put their hands together and their hearts together to make a difference. And so we really want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. So 60 for 60 is all about actually $60 gives this young girl in northern Uganda a safe birth, prenatal care and postnatal care. It's just amazing that it only costs $60. So we were like, hey, this is fantastic. It's 60 pools the year that we turn 60 and $60, plus we're swimming in totality 60 kilometres. That's a kilometre a pool. And we're loving that. So every stroke we're thinking of these beautiful young women. Mm-hmm. And so again, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for joining us, supporting us, and jumping into that donation space. And you can check out the link on this little film and contribute. So from us, Oceans of Love, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you.
And keep swimming.